Each Showtime contestant accidentally said something Bastos live on TV. Must watch. Each Showtime has really become the main source of the funniest videos that are being posted online. And also, in their 7 years of being in the industry, Showtime has been unrivaled with GMA7's Eat Bulaga. Now, another clip that was taken on Showtime's segment called Tawag and Tanghalan, a contestant uttered something that left everyone in total shock. In the said video, Perez asked something to the contestant that made her answer. Everyone ended up laughing after hearing what she just stated. Vice Ganda then tried to stop himself from saying something in line with her mistake. He tried to stop himself, but their situation was just too funny to handle. Invite you to watch the video. Viral. 2 OLFU criminology students mercilessly hits a girl inside a bus. The youth is the hope of the future, so they say. It is during our youth that we form our values and persevere towards our chosen field. To be a police officer, for one, you've got to undergo trainings, pass tests and do well. But most of all, you've got to understand the principles needed by the profession to be able to do it well. We bet these criminology students in Our Lady of Fatima haven't been able to develop such principles as they went viral in social media after hitting a girl in a bus, not once, but numerous times. The victim along with her friends were having fun in the bus, taking selfies and photos of themselves. One of the students took his dirty finger and photographed in one of their selfies. The group then confronted them as the victim felt violated with the gesture. But instead of explaining and apologizing, these students went violent and started shouting they have a gun. One of them then hit the girl many times and was clearly caught on camera. Many passengers were trying to stop him, but he was relentless. The victim can be heard pleading for him to stop, but he just wouldn't. Invite you to watch the video. Ex-Dilg chief warns Chileans, after Lima, he is next. Must read. Former Department of Interior and Local Government Chief Rafael III has been posting constantly on his Facebook wall about his oppositions and negations toward Senator Leila de Lima. On a recent post this Sunday, the ex-chief mentioned a new name, who is Senator Antonio Trillanes III. I think that after de Lima is finally indicted as someone who abetted drugs and crime as Secretary of Justice of all things, to speed up the wheels of real justice, the next one to be dealt with is Trillanes. He said on the said post. Alunan also believes that the Trillanes' own culpability alleged to be treason, fraudulence, calumny and subversion that are to be looked into. Prior to his grudge about the controversial Senator de Lima, Alunan ridiculed the irony on how de Lima passed the bar examinations and claimed that charges against her are already being filed. The criminal justice system must work for the interests of the nation, without fear or favor, and not for those who mock justice, the ex-chief stated on the House probe on the proliferation of drugs in the new Bilibid prison while de Lima was Secretary of Justice is ongoing. Invite you to watch the video. Graduating architecture student from Adamson was robbed and stabbed to death. Justice for Nick. The family of this young man named Nick Onyet is grieving and crying for justice after a heartless man killed their future architect to death. His dream to be an architect was shattered into million pieces after he was mercilessly killed in Tawag. Social media was flooded by justice for Nick. Photos and even the real story behind his death was revealed. Nick Onyet, a graduating architecture student from Adamson, was robbed and stabbed 18 times in Tawag at around 10 in the evening. Because of the 18 stab wounds that he received, he wasn't able to survive. Many netizens were saddened by this story, so most of them changed their profile photo to black to show support and to express sympathy. The suspects were then arrested after a self-proclaimed suspect surrendered himself to the police. Meanwhile, the UAPSA, or United Architects of the Philippines, Students Auxiliary Adamson University, posted a short but truly heartbreaking message for Nick. Invite you to watch the video. Michelle Obama's New Hampshire speech was a masterclass in speaking from the gut. Michelle Obama's epic speech last Thursday in New Hampshire should be required viewing for every leader. Not because of its political content. Not for her strongly worded endorsement of Hillary Clinton or her scathing takedown of the Democratic nominee's opponent. The First Lady refused to even say GOP nominee Donald Trump's name. that has already been called a defining moment in the presidential campaign. Rather, it was for the absolute masterclass she offered in that elusive quality of leadership, authenticity. It is among the most jargon-laden, vague concepts touted by leadership consultants and coaches, the subject of countless books and training seminars promising yet another elixir to effective speech-making or good leadership. But on Thursday, Obama provided a stark reminder that this nebulous quality comes not from a book. It comes from the gut. With inclusive and personal stories, emotionally strong yet vulnerable tone and body language, and a passionate appeal rooted in her own experiences, Obama embodied the widely praised but rarely replicated feat of seeming real that escapes so many leaders. Much has been said about the First Lady's skill at this. In her extraordinary July Democratic National Convention speech, Obama made moving, personal remarks, delivered in emotional terms, about what it meant for her to be a black woman raising two daughters in the White House. She previewed her aspirational, moral high-road approach to taking on Trump in her commencement speech at the City University of New York in June. Yet on Thursday, that ability, combined with the urgency of the election's final sprint, resulted in one of the most powerful speeches yet delivered, by any candidate or any surrogate, in this campaign. She opened with a relatable appeal, still appearing to be awed somewhat by where she is, drawing the audience in by talking to them like friends. "Let me just say, hello everyone," Obama said in an almost girlish voice, "and then that's very sweet of you, I love you too." No hint of a speechwriter or a script. Though she didn't share specifics around stories of her own, she doesn't have to. We're all too familiar with how her body has again and again been the subject of derision. She made clear how much she can personally relate to the experiences other women have, much as her husband did when, following the Trayvon Martin shooting, he talked about the racism he's experienced himself. "It's like that sinking feeling you get when you're walking down the street minding your own business and some guy yells out vulgar words about your body. Or when you see that guy at work that stands just a little too close, stares a little too long, and makes you feel uncomfortable in your own skin." By casting her own experience as similar to others, she made herself relatable and accessible, even if she in fact has experienced worse slights and body shaming than many women ever do. Here was the First Lady of the United States, among the most popular and influential women in America today, saying she too identifies with the feelings of women on the street. Maybe we're afraid to be that vulnerable. Maybe we've grown accustomed to swallowing these emotions and staying quiet, because we've seen that people often won't take our word over his. But it's not just the words she used, it's the way she used them, channeling emotion that was both intense and vulnerable at the same time. Obama's voice cracked when she spoke, seemingly shaken by raw feelings just under the surface. She slipped up, having to restart or repeat words several times, making her seem less rehearsed and appear that genuine emotion is just getting ahead of what her mouth could say. Her body language was at times literally heartfelt, placing an outstretched hand over her heart as she made a key point. "It is cruel. It's frightening. And the truth is, it hurts. It hurts," she said, touching her chest. Perhaps most of all, she both spoke about and showcased in her delivery the passion she feels about the subject. Using highly personal, unguarded language about how she's been affected by the language Trump used in the video released last week, she said that it has shaken me to my core in a way that I couldn't have predicted. "And then, I listened to all of this and I feel it so personally, and I'm sure that many of you do too, particularly the women. The shameful comments about our bodies. The disrespect of our ambitions and intellect." Obama has no doubt worked to carefully nurture a relatable image for herself, one of a woman who mixes high and low fashion, who can poke fun at mom dancing, who just wants to shop at Target. But she has also endured scorching criticism from the right about her body and her initiatives that offer real fuel for the fiery passion she displayed on Thursday. As Obama showed, personal stories, a natural delivery and raw emotion can help leaders get at that amorphous quality of authenticity. But it must also come from the gut. Invite you to watch the video, JBLCF Student Crowned Mascara Queen 2016, Valerie Escamilla, a senior hotel and restaurant management student of John B. Lacson College's Foundation Bacolod, was crowned Mascara Queen 2016 during the coronation night held at SMX Convention Center Bacolod Saturday. Iscamilla, 20, who majors in cruise ship services, bested 9 other candidates. Of the initial 11 candidates, only 10 made it to the final competition after the participant from Colegio San Agustin Bacolod backed out due to health reasons. Maria Angela Claris Eschioco, 17, a physical therapy student of Riverside College, was declared first runner-up. She was also awarded Miss Teleperformance, Miss Olay, Miss Photogenic, and Darling of the Press. Ancela Denise Ann Pastias, also 17, who is studying tourism management at STI West Negros University, was named second runner-up. She also won Best in Swimsuit and Best in Gown, and was awarded Miss Jojo Vito Designs. Erica Joyle Patain, 16, a grade 11 student of Negros Occidental High School, was third runner-up. She also won Best in Talent and was awarded Miss Social Media Princess. Pink Erica Arangelos, 17, of Carlos Hilado Memorial State College Talisay, was fourth runner-up. Her other awards were Best in Cocktails, Miss Emir ZCI, and Miss Smart Bro. Iscamilla got the judge's nod with her standout answer to the final question: if there would be a plot to kill ugly women, will you be spared or will you be initiated, why or why not? I know and I believe that I will be spared because I will use my title as a mascara queen to influence my fellow youth, she said. She said that if she will win the title, it's not simply a crown that will be put on her head, but that her title would be an inspiration also to her fellow youth. Other candidates who received corporate and special awards were Janine Pearl Cajalao, 20, of VMA Global College, Miss Queen Supercat, Miss Negros Blogger's Choice, Miss Designer's Choice Award, and Miss Unstar Bacolod Reader's Choice. Dessa Jane Dongalo, 18, University of Negros Occidental Ricletos, Miss Skin Solutions. Licajinko Legospi, 17, Carlos Hilado Memorial State College Aligis, Miss Congeniality. Mayor Avelio Lenardia said that Mascara Festival is a package, and the festival cannot be complete without the Mascara Queen pageant. He added this is the first time that the candidates are representing various colleges and universities. We do not only want to highlight the beauties in Bacolod, but also the brains, the mayor said. The board of judges was composed of Julio Cesar da Silva from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Jojo Vito, Chief Executive Officer, Vito Designs. Clarence Jacques Lim, Mr. University of San Carlos Arthur Villanueva, WBO Asia Pacific Bantamweight Champion 2016. Migo Dreyfus Adisar, GMA Starstruck Ultimate Male Survivor, and former Glee Australia cast member. Sam Georgiana Mascara Queen 2015. Maria Vina Claudette Peralta Oca, Mascara Queen 1992. And Maria Allison Salabs, Trade Marketing Manager of Procter & Gamble. This year's pageant, with the tagline for the students, by the students, Cara Estudiante, was hosted by the Association of Colleges and Universities of Negros Occidental headed by Didas Josen of the LCC Bacolod Graduate School. Thank you for watching videos. You remember the likes and comments below. Thanks.